your guys be able to get stops, particularly late in the game? It seemed like there was never any defensive flow.
No. Whenever it was, we'd climb back in and have a chance to, where we needed a stop. Whether it was a foul, an offensive rebound, didn't get back in transition, just a miscommunication. We lacked the discipline required, and that was the message after. First comes discipline, and then comes freedom after that. And if you think you can be free and loose, you absolutely have to play the game free, but you better have a level of discipline and execution in the areas that matter, and I didn't think we had that. But I do want to say what a college basketball atmosphere. And it was hot. Usually in my suit, I sweat through that thing. Like Coach Gillen, maybe, right? So I was very impressed with the atmosphere, and we knew it would be that. Very well coached team, very physical. Two veteran teams, and they outplayed us. They deserved it, and I hope we'll learn well from this experience. But it was. Mike does a real good job coaching those guys. Those kids came to play, and that was a lively atmosphere. That one we're going to have to, if we want to be solid, are going to have to be able to execute in and keep our poise in those settings.
Okay. Whitey, what specifically were they doing offensively that kind of gave you guys so many fits? Yeah,
well, our post trap's been pretty good, and we didn't execute that well. They scored early buckets out of it. We either kept it on too long, or we didn't do it once, so they hurt us in our post trap. And then when we didn't post trap, they went inside. They're really a good inside team, the way they run their actions and get touches. Sometimes we just needed to guard the ball and keep our guy in front, and we had breakdowns that were costly. Beat us outside, or quick straight line drives that no defense can help. Simple things, jump into the ball, we get hit on screens. You have to do that against this team and against most, but they really exploit that because they run a very tight flex at times and have good actions, and then some of the offensive rebounds that they got at crucial times. And obviously we didn't shoot the ball well, but I thought we forced a little early. We were pressing. I don't mind missed shots if we break them down and get the rhythm shots, but we were trying to get it real quickly. We looked. We were out of sync and did not play particularly well. Some guys did some good things.
So, what about you had 24 personal fouls.
Yeah.
They outscored you 23-13 at the line. How much of that was poor decision making, and how much of it was the new rules?
Yeah, I've got to get a feel for that. I think they got into the bonus quick. I always watch the video first, but it is a different. I think everybody has to adjust to how they'll call it. And in physical games, when guys are driving sideways or you feel like hands are up, you got to learn how they're going to call it. But yeah, I think both. We got to get used to how they're calling it, and I think we had some errors with two hands on. Again, just were behind the play a little bit.
Michael.
It's not the best way to learn a lesson, I know, as a team and as a coach, to lose a game on the road, but in this atmosphere, to drop one this early, what do you want your guys to take away from this, and how do you think this experience might benefit them down the road?
We're going to find out. We've set up a schedule where we're going to be in so many tough situations. Now we go and play in a tournament with very good quality teams. You're going to have to play, and that's why I said we got to learn well. You can't just, we were just off, it wasn't our game. No, it wasn't that. Got outplayed, got out-executed, and we have to keep kind of finding ourselves. That's the challenge. Who are we? How do we need to play? How disciplined do we need to be in understanding that? And sometimes you forget how hard it is. And these settings remind you awfully quick. In competition at this level, there's so much parity, and we always talk about that margin of error is thin. And that line is fine, and so we'll keep finding ourselves. I just want these guys to. We gotta tighten some things up, and we'll keep working towards it.
And time for three more. Patrick, Doug, and then Brett.
Tony, you guys did a number on Larson when you played him last year.
Yeah.
How significant was he, especially with the passing out of some of those traps?
Well, yeah, he was, when we went to trap, he was playing for the pass, and we just were out of position. They made some plays, good attack. Coach did a good job, but we hung on too long. I mean, we knew that we're supposed to scramble back so we can get to our rotations, and we were very rusty. We had some trouble with that, and that's going to be important for us because, again, we don't have a natural interior defender who can just clean it up and you don't have to worry about it. We're going to have to be good with our trap. We're going to have to be active, and that cost us today. It certainly did, and they made us pay.
I'm sure you're disappointed about the three-point percentage. How concerned are you?
Yeah, you know, I hope we score well enough. I wouldn't call us this great shooting team. I think some guys are going to shoot better. You know, we've seen Malcolm and London certainly shoot better. Devin shot the ball pretty well in practice, but you know, even that, some of the finishing was a problem. I thought we got some good looks at times, even some around the rim, and struggled to finish. So that certainly was a concern, but we've shot a lot. We'll keep working and keep trying to get the right kind of shots at the right time in the offense. So that'll be important, but I think it's too early to figure that one out yet.
Brad, last question.
I guess it's a shame that Malcolm had such a big night, you know, considering the result. But did you think that his aggressiveness later in the game, was that just a function of the score, or was that something you maybe wanted to see from him earlier?
I mean, again, the way the game's being called, you have to attack a little bit. We tried to spread the floor, tried to get him the ball. Again, as I mentioned, tried to go inside. And he was a little out of sorts early, and then certainly got aggressive, and you know, he got some good looks. And sometimes just when one falls or you get a few buckets, you get going. But you know, he's going to be important for us, and he'll get good matchups. People will guard him hard. But I liked how he responded in the second half when we really needed him to.